December 2024 has been quite the month for mobile gaming, full of surprises and home to some of the biggest mobile games we've seen in recent history. But believe me when I tell you what we've seen so far was only the tip of the iceberg. Here's a list of almost 20 mobile games on the way that don't even make sense. So first of all, Where Winds Meet is set to launch in China on December 27, with no words yet on a Western release, which could come in 2025. If you missed this precious gem, this is possibly the most graphically advanced game we will see coming to mobile in 2025. It's actually set in Ten Kingdoms era, focusing on the fall of the Southern Tang Dynasty, where you play as a swordsman caught in political turmoil. You get to master combat, stuff like wall walking, running on water, and Tai Chi counterattacks, which allow you to build your own style. You could actually even choose to be a doctor, a merchant, or just roam around the city as an NPC. The open world is rich with detail, and there's actually a free construction system in the game. Coming in at second hands, we've got Palworld, which is really making a big move. After getting attention with its unique blend of monster catching and survival gameplay on consoles, it's now finally coming to mobile. The biggest news is that the partnership with Krafton, the company behind PUBG, to bring Palworld to mobile devices. However, it's not all smooth sailing. There's a lawsuit from Nintendo and it might not make it there just yet. The upcoming mobile version could reach a whole new audience, but there might be some bumps along the way. It'll definitely be interesting to see how all this unfolds. Quick mention over here, we've got a new Game of Thrones game in the works, and it's actually a mobile exclusive called King's Road, sending you into a brand new story as you take on the role of a new character. Not only that, you'll also be able to select from a sellsword, knight, or assassin and take on your first steps in the world of Westeros. More details about King's Road will be released in the following months. With that being said, apparently Epic Games has a new Fortnite mode, an FPS that's a lot like Counter-Strike, coming out fully soon. It's a lot like a minigame instead. I mean, Epic's latest attempt here introduces a tactical team-based shooters similar to Valorant and Counter-Strike. You pick a team, either defend or attack, planning or defusing explosives. Besides that, we tried this one on its early access on PC and it was quite rough around the edges and obviously with some connectivity issues. But to be fair, Ballistic shows promise and its combat depth, so it'll definitely worth keeping an eye out for in the following weeks. Number 5. Believe it or not, Square Enix is bringing Final Fantasy XIV to mobiles, and this has actually been in the works for a long time. What's crazy is that it's actually a collaboration with Tencent Studios, and this version will mirror the original MMORPG's immersive world with optimized controls for mobile, character customization, housing, and non-combat features will also be included. Actually, playtests will begin soon in China, although there's no official release date just yet. Not to mention, this time you start in a realm reborn and fight to save the world. You will have 9 jobs to choose from, and there will be side activities like fishing, chocobo racing, etc. The solo leveling Arise game is leveling up with a new update, and things are about to get intense. In the latest trailer, developers promised an exciting new chapter that's set in a new island for a chance at exclusive items. This new update Arrival is generating hype, and if you haven't caught up with it yet, Solo Leveling Arise is set to release on Steam in 2025 as well, but it's already available via Netmarble's launcher. With the Solo Leveling anime coming back with Season 2 in January next year, it's a great time for fans of the series to dive deeper into the action on mobiles.
Understand what is at stake.
Warframe fans, hold on to your helmets or pants. Warframe 1999 just dropped and it's a total game changer. We're talking about the 59th Warframe, and whether if you are a veteran or a newbie, you've got plenty of new content to sink your teeth into. Some of the new mission types are PvP versus AI, so you're going to be racing against all kinds of enemies in face-off mode or defending and Hellscrub. If you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about because you haven't tried it yet, Warframe is available on the Apple Store everywhere as of today. However, on Android, it's still in pre-registration. You can use the links down in the description for a taste of the action. We got our hands on Fate Trigger during the closed alpha, and if you missed it in the meantime, as you can see, this is a third-person / first-person battle royale blending action with strategic team play. The map's cool, but it's a little bit big and a bit too empty, so finding enemies in this game early on its current state is a bit of a struggle. The combat felt solid and the shooting was pretty satisfying, but the movements are a little slow. I mean, like, think PUBG vibes more than Fortnite. Anyway, big game nonetheless. Fate Trigger, the Novita here, will launch on PC, consoles, iPhone and Android devices in 2025. Coming in at number 9, Shred Nova, available now on PCs and consoles, is definitely shaping up to be an exciting release. The ability to just seamlessly switch between 3D and 2D is a pretty unique feature for a tactical shooter, and the fact that it's also coming to consoles and smart by the end of 2025 adds even more potential for a broader audience. This game is obviously a free-to-play anime style shooter, and unlike Valorant, which it does look a lot like, it offers more customizable gameplay, including diverse modes like Escort and a 7 vs 7 team arena. Character customization is also more rewarding in the game, maybe made in a way to appeal to both casual and competitive players. Quick shout out for those of you who were blown away like myself when it was revealed recently again. The Hidden Ones now, which was formerly known as Hitori no Shira or Project The Outcast, is now gearing up for a 2025 release, and it's looking pretty solid. This game is an action brawler set in a modern day China, following a young martial artist with some seriously powerful techniques passed down by his grandfather, which might just be Bruce Lee. So the aesthetic definitely gives it a pretty grounded feel, which should set it apart from the other action RPGs. It's definitely got potential. Let's just see if it can bring in fans who don't know the comic. Here's a quick look. Whatever you watch here was gameplay, and the end of today's video. By the way, there's some really good games we're going to talk about, so don't jump in there just yet. I'm going to be putting a new trailer and a cinematic that was released only hours ago. Anyway. Number 11. In case this wasn't in your radar, the indie hit game Dredge is making its way to Android, iOS actually tomorrow. This is recognized as one of 2023's best games, which is a horror fishing RPG that has granted critical acclaim and multiple expansions. Developers have announced the release on Twitter, revealing that players can pre-register for iOS and macOS, but not for Android due to some right issues. I don't know. Dredge will be a premium purchase across all platforms, promising an ad-free experience. A demo will also be available for macOS and iOS, so just get ready as I'm talking. At number 12, Ark Ultimate Survival Edition is making its way to mobile later this year, and it's bringing everything you'd want if you were a fan of Ark Survival Evolved universe. See, this edition bundles all the major DLCs, so whether you're exploring new maps or diving into different time periods, it's all there. It's a big move since Ark Survival Evolved has been around on mobile since 2018 and has seen some solid success, ranking in over $48 million in revenue across the Apple Store and the Google Play. Unending Dawn just dropped the new trailer, and boy, it looks pretty solid. This game is actually powered by Unreal Engine 5, so the environments are huge and pretty detailed, kind of like the Elden Ring. I mean, the art style is a bit of that Genshin Impact vibe, bright, colorful, but still kind of epic. The combat's where it really gets interesting though. It's got that Sekiro feel with parrying and breaking enemy poses for finishes, and yes, there are boss fights. This game is coming to iOS, Android, and PlayStation 5 with no worse of a PC release, fingers crossed, in 2025 early. Now at number 14, Way the Hunter Wild Expeditions here is making its way to Android and iOS, and it's one crazy ride. In fact, the official trailer has a lot to offer. This edition expands the hunting simulation with new landscapes from North America, Europe, New Zealand and Africa, all paired with storylines and ethical hunting challenges. You get to explore 6 DLCs, each adding depth and variety to the experience, and whether you're just a seasoned hunter or a newcomer like myself, this game seems to promise a mix of gorgeous visuals and some challenging gameplay where the hunt isn't just about what you bag, but the choices you make along the way. On the other hand, at number 15, we've got here something called Catly, which has also generated a lot of buzz at the Game Awards recently. Catly promises an open-world adventure starring some photorealistic cats. In fact, it's a psychedelic world where players are able to customize their companions and environments. I mean, what I've heard is that this one promises a solo and a multiplayer mode focusing on caring for cats while offering exploration and world crafting elements. As it stands, this game is just a tantalizing mix of adorable cast exploration and tech mystery, keeping everyone curious about what the hell will come next. So just keep it in mind for now. At number 16, Squid Game Unleashed is one of the most intense multiplayer games on the horizon. And this game, I mean, basically the only thing that matters here is the survival. So, yeah. Not my type. Just like the show, you're gonna have to face games like red, light, green, whatever, and you know, the bridge is a glass bridge. But wait, there's also new challenges. It's pretty brutal, fast-paced, and I mean, just one mistake can mean you're out. You can play this one with friends, which is probably how you should play it, or you can betray them, because it's, like I said, survival is the only goal. It offers a 32-player tournament, it's got tons of skins, power-ups, and lots of fun. It's one perfect way to test if you'd survive the game itself or not in real world, maybe. Now at number 17, Gordian Quest is finally going mobile as well this winter, or possibly early next year. After killing it on PCs, PlayStation and Switch, this game is now coming to iOS and Android. For those of you who missed it, it's a deck building RPG with D&D vibes, where you build a team of heroes, level them up, and battle your way through a dark world full of monsters. The cool part is that the realm mode is free, it's initial story, so you can dive right in, but the full game unlocks with one purchase. If you're into strategy, roguelike combat with tons of replay value, this is your jam. And lastly, well, High Times has definitely caught up a lot of attention with its mix of dating and cooking sim elements. And it's no surprise why it hit its Kickstarter goal in just 11 hours. This game is set in a world where people eat their feelings. Yeah, you heard it right. You run a donut cafe where you'll whip up mood-altering treats for customers, making it all about the right donut for the right mood. In addition to cooking mechanics, there's a lot of narrative depth in the game, so while the concept might be a bit out there for some, High Times I think definitely has that offbeat charm. Kinda like the game Valhalla. You know, the pixel art game. That's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like. I'll see you guys again soon.
Zhang Chulan, the user of Young Thunder. Basic attack, Tiger Force. Zhang Chulan delivers a barrage of punches, launching up to 6 consecutive attacks. Basic throw, Air Chase. After grabbing the opponent, Zhang Chulan sends them flying into the air and follows up with a pursuit. Skill: Young Thunder, Thunder Strike. Zhang Chulan tentatively unleashes Palm Thunder, and upon hit, he will quickly follow up, kicking the opponent into the air and attacking with Young Thunder. Skill: Thunder Rush. Zhang Chulan channels Young Thunder into his own body, activating Thunder Rush mode, which increases his reaction speed and allows him to launch a dash combo attack against the enemy. During Thunder Rush mode, Zhang Chulan's movement will turn into lightning-fast movements without consuming stamina. Strategic use of Thunder Rush mode for quick movement can initiate attacks on opponents or swiftly escape unfavorable areas. Ultimate skill: Long Whitey. Zhang Chulan releases Whitey. When it hits an enemy, he will immediately summon Long Whitey to deliver a powerful lightning strike. Utilizing the swiftness granted by Young Thunder, Zhang Chulan can adapt on the battlefield, flexibly suppressing the enemy. Seize the right moment and engage in combat with your opponent with ease and precision.